Good morning and welcome to Be at Home by Dawn. Again, this is Dawn, and right now we're not at home. As you can see, I'm in my car. So what's going on is I am pretty happy or glad that I picked July to be Health Month, because we have been on a roller coaster the last 2.5 weeks with health issues or health related things and things like that. At this point, I'm kind of glad I got laid off, only being I have been doing a lot of running around, and I'm just glad to be laid off, because I don't know if my boss would have appreciated saying I need to take a half a day, I need to do this and that and the other thing. So what's happening right now is I'm in the parking lot at a medical center. I drove my future daughter-in-law to this medical center in Drexel Hill. She's getting an endoscopy done. She's been having some health issues the last couple of months, and they can't seem to figure out what's going on. So we found this gastroenterologist, I think I'm saying that right, that'll take her insurance. We couldn't find anyone closer that would take her insurance. So we've been dealing with her not feeling well for the last, couple months. And then, the other day, so this is kind of why my videos have been late lately. And I apologize. So yesterday I was running around the house and running errands like a chicken without a head. And I had, I drove my one stepdaughter, to work. I came home, took my future daughter-in-law to another facility because she had to get a COVID test before this procedure today. Then I got home. I had to take my other stepdaughter to the CVS to get a COVID test because my son and future stepdaughter are going to Washington, D.C., and they have to have that travel COVID thing done. And then by the time I got home from that, I worked on the pool a little bit. I'll try to put some videos at the end so you can see what I've been dealing with. Then I don't think I even sat down 30 minutes, and it was time to pick up my other stepdaughter from work. And then in between there, I had to go to another CVS to help my daughter-in-law, future daughter-in-law, to pick up her prescriptions. And then we went food shopping. So I was running ragged yesterday, and I wanted to get my pickles done last night because I wanted to take some to Delaware, and I like to let my canning stuff sit overnight before I, jostle them around. Well, I was slicing my cucumbers with my mandolin. The cucumber slipped and took my finger. So we went to this urgent care in Conshohocken, and let me tell you, if you're in the area, the urgent care that's on Butler and Ridge Pike there in the giant shopping center, amazing. Let me just tell you, they are phenomenal. And I was in and out of the urgent care in an hour. So the guy said, it's not bad enough for stitches, but it's bad enough to get glue done. So they glued it, and it's hard to explain, but the cut goes from the front of my fingernail, like it cut into my thumbnail, and it goes almost down to the knuckle. So it's a pretty bad, slice. So needless to say, I did not get my pickling done last night. So I'm hoping after we're done here with my future daughter-in-law to go home, and I'm going to try and do my pickles ASAP, so that at least have a couple of hours to sit before we go to Delaware. And it's going to be another 3-day weekend. I'm excited, and my husband's been trying to squeeze in these 3 days because we missed a lot of boating towards the beginning of the season and almost all of last season because of boat issues, boat repairs, supply chain issues where these boat repair places couldn't get the parts to fix the boat. So it's just been a doozy. So again, I'm just glad I picked July to be Health Month. And I don't have a lot to say, only because of everything going on. My weight, I know in the last video I said I lost 5 pounds. Well, I gained 3 of it back. We've been also dealing with some mental health issues in the house. So I have been stress eating, which I know is bad. So what I've been doing is I got a probiotic. I'm taking that. I started, taking some of those apple cider vinegar gummies. I do drink in the morning, Slim Fast. I don't recommend it for everybody. Everybody's different, but for me, I just need somewhere in the day where I have control of what kind of calories I'm putting into my body. If that's a choice you want to go to, you please do. Again, I'm not being endorsed by anybody. It's just what I am doing. So the next step is, I don't want anyone to not seek a doctor or take prescribed medications that your doctor is prescribing for what I'm about to say next. So my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion, I feel that these pharmaceutical companies are poisoning us. And you see it on these commercials. They're pushing this drug for whatever ailment that you have. And then as soon as they say, oh, this medicine's going to fix your whatever, then they said, it may cause blah, 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 blah. Like this stuff. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I'd rather have that disease than the side effects. Like some of them even say, may cause death. Are you serious? Really? So I don't think it's the doctor's fault. I've been fortunate. I have amazing doctors, and I won't give up my doctor. But what I am doing is I am going to try and take some control back where I can. I'm going to start doing some herbal medications. I bought this book. It's called Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide by Rosemary Gladster. So I'm going to try and take some things in control. Sorry, I slipped. I'm going to try and take some things into control herbally, if I can, and try to avoid some pharmaceuticals as best I can. I know it's hard. It is hard. But please, don't not go to the doctor if you don't feel good. This is not what I'm saying. Again, I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I am not a physical physician, a nutritionist, or anything like this. I'm just somebody who's at the point where I'm just like fed up. So I'm thinking, let me start with my gut health. That's why I started taking the probiotic and the apple cider vinegar. So I'm thinking that might help a little bit. So while I'm sitting here waiting and recording this video, I'm going to sit back while my daughter-in-law is in there getting her procedure done and reading up on some of the herbs that I can do to maybe make our family a little less dependent on over-counter medicines. Because I feel right now, I think it would be a hazard to stop any prescribed medications. Like I take blood pressure medicine. But I do have chronic allergies. I have chronic sinusitis. I'm not saying that right, but I've had 4 sinus surgeries. I'm constantly blowing my nose. I'm constantly backed up. So I'm going to look in this book and see if there's something herbally I can do. And the reason I'm starting there is I was taking, and again, I'm not being endorsed, I'm just telling you what I was taking. My ENT kind of was like at a last straw. He's like, none of these medicines we're putting on you is working. You've had multiple surgeries. He goes, let's try this Dupixent. And the Dupixent was a 300 milligram shot. I had to put a shot in my stomach every other week. Yeah, that's what I was putting up with just to be able to breathe. And it worked not 100%, but I was maybe 70% better. So I dealt with it. And now that I got laid off, and now I'm on my husband's insurance, my husband's insurance won't cover it. They don't feel it's necessary. This is what I'm saying. These insurance companies feel like they can control what your doctor feels that you need. My doctor prescribed that to me because he feels it will help, and it did. But then this insurance company, they don't feel it's necessary. But my doctor prescribed it. Like, who are you as an insurance company to tell me what my doctor feels I need? So I'm like kind of a little bit over it. So that's one of the first things I think I'm going to start with, is going through this book to see if there's something I can do to help my sinuses. And let's see where I go with that. The other one I might want to try is maybe some stomach stuff and maybe some headaches. You know, stuff that maybe I can replace in my cabinet from over-the-counter stuff. Because let's just face it. It's cheaper to grow these herbs and process them myself than go to the CVS or your Rite Aid, your Walgreens, or wherever it is you get your over-the-counter medications and spend a fortune. And I'll give you an example. So I took my daughter-in-law to a pharmacy yesterday to pick up her medicines. So I was there, I'm like, all right, and this is before I kind of like had it, you know. It wasn't until later when I got that letter from the insurance company saying they're not going to cover my needle thing that I need for my allergies. So I bought a few side things, not many, so let's put that in perspective. I bought another probiotic because I was getting low. I bought the apple cider vinegar gummies. I know I bought something else. Give me a minute. My brain isn't all that great anymore. Oh, I bought nose spray for my father-in-law because where he lives, he can't find this certain nose spray that has a certain ingredient in it, and I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce this ingredient. But where he lives, they can't find it. Well, I was able to find it at the CVS. Now, what used to only cost me $3 or $4 to buy this nose spray cost me a little over $7. So this is the stuff we're dealing with at the, you know, getting these over-counter medicines. The prices are outrageous. So I got that, those three things. What else did I get? I bought body wash. I bought a new cuticle cutter. I forget. Pimple stuff for the youngest stepdaughter. Well, my bill was like $114. That's insane. That was my point. It's insane what these prices, what they're charging. And the thing is, they know they're going to pay it because we don't have a choice. Well, yeah, we do. We have this choice. And I'm going to start reading up on this, please. And again, like I said, I'm not a doctor, nutritionist, anything like those means. Please, maybe you can listen to what I say and say, hey, maybe I have a point, I don't have a point, whatever. But before you do anything, please, research. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything until I do my research and I'm reading things and things like that. It is so important because I really do believe at this point, these pharmaceutical companies are slowly poisoning us. I have never recalled in my life so much illness in my life. And a lot of it is caused by some of these stupid medicines that, maybe if we could have done herbally. Like my primary physician, I don't know if I already said this, but he's phenomenal because he knows my parents had addiction issues and he knows that I have that fear. So he'll always say, hey, try the fish oil, try, taking some turmeric, things like that. So he will suggest herbal stuff for me, knowing that's where I want to be. And then knowing if I try those herbal things and they're still not working, then that's when he'll give me, something, a prescription. So please don't not go to your doctors. Doctors, for the most part, all of them, I want to say, are phenomenal. A lot of them really are out there to help you, but you also have to help yourself. So I think that's all I want to say for right now. I might add something on towards the end, maybe some corrections or something, maybe when I'm reading, sitting here in the parking lot waiting for my daughter-in-law, that I might want to add going, hey, did you know that if you're a constant headache person that this herb can help? I don't know. We'll see. But please, if you like the content or you like where I'm going with some of these videos, please like and subscribe. It will be a huge help. And please, God bless you. Listen to your body. Don't ignore it. And, you know, if there's certain things you can do for yourself to make yourself healthier, please do it. Here's my add-on. So when it comes to health and exercise, if you can, you know, everybody's health situation is different, but if you can, what I do, park as far away from your doctor's office door or your grocery store's door. Take those extra steps that way. Depending on where you're going, if it's 2 or 3 flights, if you're physically able, take the stairs instead of the elevator. You know, try to get those little bits of exercise in there in itself. So let's do this together. We're in this together. I feel like we're in the fight of our lives right now with all these pharmaceuticals and things like that. I think we need to take charge of our lives a little bit better, and let's do this, okay? Have a great day. And I'm hoping to get this posted later today or tomorrow. Like I said, I have so much stuff going on because we're going away tonight. But please, just listen to your body and do what you feel is best for you. All right? Have a good one. Still a little green. You can see the bottom of the vacuum there. So it's getting better. So I'm just going to turn the vacuum back on, see what it does, and decide if I need to put algae stuff in it in a little bit.